Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you guys through 4 pairs, that is Aussie dollar, CAD CHF and Euro pound, with one crypto which is Ethereum. Okay, so last week we had a lot of JPY pairs, but most of them have been extending, so I'll just add Kiwi Yen here so that we can go through it. We'll see how it will go. Okay, so first we'll start with the Kiwi Yen. As you can see, we had the first push to the downside. Okay, we had the first push to the downside, then another push to the upside and a deep correction, then another push. So currently we are at an expanding type of channel over here, of which I'm seeing like it's coming to an end. So if we come up with a pattern over here, we can have an expanding pattern over here. Okay, so we are at the third touch, which we're expecting this market to push the downside. Okay, if we go down to the daily chart, let's see. Yeah, we are currently at the third touch. Now all we are waiting for is the push to the downside, followed by a correction for confirmation for an entry. Okay, so if we manage to get a push down followed by a clear correction, then we'll take this on to the downside. Okay, always wait for that first correction for confirmation. Okay, so for yen pairs are quite clear, and it's just matter of waiting for that first down push. Next we are going to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar has been pushing quite aggressively to the upside, because first we expected it to go down after this expanding channel over here we had like 2 weeks ago. Okay, we are expecting this price to push further to the downside, give us a continuation to push more to the downside, but as you can see, the price pushed back up, and so we had to adjust our pattern to the recent higher lows and lower lows. So if we adjust our pattern, we'll come up with this channel over here. We'll just go down to the 4-hour. Okay, this is what we have with the 4-hour. Can adjust this one to this key area. Then we have our value area up here, which we are looking for potential reversal from that area. As you can see, currently we are at on our third touch, and the market has been moving so correctively. As you can see, comparing the push from this area and push to this area is moving quite correctively, which means that the price is about to push down. So it's all a matter of that first push to the downside and a correction. But remember guys, we haven't reached our value area, which we might still reach. Just break a little to get the people on the wrong side to form this third touch pattern over here, push back down, correct, and then we continue the downside. So we'll be waiting to take this correction over here. Okay, so that's simple like that. There is no much to analyze here. It's just a matter of the patterns are just ready. They are at our third touch, so we are just waiting for the first push to the downside. So there is no much to analyze over there. Next we'll have CAD Swiss franc. CAD Swiss franc, we are currently out of this small correction. Okay, we had this small correction over here, which we have broken it at the moment. We were in this correction for like a week and a half, and I remember telling you guys last week about this pair. We had this 1 2 3 touch over here, and I gave you guys a reason why I did not enter for this sell, and that's because we had not finished the bigger pattern. As you can see, we had a bigger pattern over here, which is not yet completed. That's why I did not take the trade, the downside. As you can see, the price is still pushing to the upside, so that we get that third touch of the bigger pattern, push back down, correct, and continue to the downside. Okay, so you need to be careful with these inner patterns, because some of them might not work out if a bigger pattern is not yet completed. Okay, so currently you are waiting for that third touch, that last move to the upside to give us that third touch. And if we come up, if it gives us like a pattern over here, if it gives us that third touch to the bigger pattern and this inner pattern, we can take it to the downside. Okay, there is no much here to do except to just wait for it. Okay, I'll post to my Telegram channel. I'll post when the pair is ready for the sale. I'll post to my Telegram and my Instagram. Next pair we're going to analyze is Euro Pound. And as you can see, Euro Pound has been moving in a very corrective manner for a very long time. Since last year, this has been all corrective. So there is a potential huge move to the upside, because this correction took a while. Okay, so there is potential of this price to push all the way to these areas. But let's draw a pattern and see how if the correction has ended. Okay, so we had this pattern over here. 1, 2. You can see you have a 3-touch pattern over there. 1, 2. Okay, we had this third touch and the price pushed up aggressively, but we did not have continuation correction over here for us to enter the market. So we did not get an entry, even though if you use the risk entry setups, then you should be in this trade already, or maybe taken out by a trailing stop loss, because the price has pushed down very deeply, of which currently I'm seeing this push continuation correction to further downside, then the push to the upside. But as you can see with Euro GBP, it has a tendency of forming double bottoms. So I won't be surprised if this price pushes back down to these areas before pushing up again. Okay, so I'll be waiting to see if it forms the double bottom, give us a correction for the continuation to the upside. So I'll be looking to take this pair to the upside. Okay, because currently you can take a short sell trade, because you can see there is a potential of around 80 pips. So you can take a short entry of a sell here. Okay, after this correction, when we open the market tomorrow, if we get a bullish candle over here, a big red candle, you can enter for a short trade, for a sell. Then we look for that push, a big push to the upside for the buys. Okay, so if you're entering the sell, you have to be careful, guys, because the big move is to the upside, not the downside. Okay, next, lastly we'll have Ethereum. Ethereum has been moving quite nicely, and I remember I gave this out in my Telegram channel, and to those who took the trade, congrats. So Ethereum, we have this pattern over here. As you can see, we are approaching the third touch, the upside. We are approaching the third touch, going down to the 4-hour. Going down to the 4 hours, you can see we managed to catch this push to the upside, but I was already taken out by my trailing stop loss, because the market right now has been moving correctively to that third touch. Okay, so I've been looking to see if our price reaches that third touch a clean pattern which right now is forming. I can see a corrective pattern over here forming towards that potential area of ours, of which if we manage to get this correction over here, if we push like this and push down aggressively, we'll be waiting for that correction to enter the market the downside, because this will be this one. I'm saying this one to be the last push to the downside, because as you can see we have this bigger pattern over here and we have a two touch to the upside and we have a two touch to the downside. So if you manage to get this third touch, we'll be looking for the long-term move to the upside all the way to these areas. Same applies with Bitcoin, because Ethereum and Bitcoin move the same. So as you can see, this whole push here has been corrective, meaning we'll see one last push to the upside. So from here we'll see which structure will form. Either will drop the downside or will continue pushing higher. Okay, so that's it for Ethereum, and that's it for this week's pairs that I'm focusing on. So hopefully they will play out as we have planned. And that's it, guys. See you on the next one.